What's up, everyone? We're going to be taking a look at Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart on PC. This is going to be running on Fedora 39.
So then this Dimensionator was stolen by Dr.
This is the planet Sargasso.
Who used it to bring you
So we just
here?
finished
Now you
the
just have to find your
tutorial
friend
and
who is
the
also
intro planet. The intro planet was
Lombax to save the
like
day.
a actually it's a nefarious city, so it's a city landscape.
Look,
And
I'm sure this
frame rates are
Dr.
pretty good. We're going to take a look at
Nefarious is- this has
Sargasso,
the
which is
Emperor
more of an
written all
open
over
planet.
it.
And I guess during the cinematic here, we're getting pretty good frames. But I want to take a look at this one because this is a more open environment than the city. And there were very few hitches in this city. We didn't really have many problems here. But I wonder how the game is going to do in a more open environment. So we're going to take a look at this gameplay. And we're going to do, again, this is Sargasso. We're going to do this entire planet. And I've played this on the PS5, but it's been a while, so this is, you know, a fresh take for me. Like I said, it's been a few years since the game was released on PS5.
I was gonna take you to my hideout, but first I gotta rescue my friends at their gelatonium.
But the game still looks like really good. On the PC, like I said, it's like it didn't look bad on the PS5. Like I thought it was like a really good game on the PS5, but it just looks a lot better on the PC here. And I don't know if that's just because it's been a while since I played it, or if they've done some enhancement here. But either way, like the game is looking pretty good. Yeah, so far it's like it's holding up well.
Great, there's a seeker peat right over my hideout. I haven't been out this far in a while. A lot of swamp acid between here and the Mortz's gelatonium factory.
Those
Okay, there's still an enemy, so the shop closes if there's enemies
That's why I'm
around.
gonna ride one. Soon as I can
That's
get
interesting. I
closer.
didn't think she would be afraid of the snails.
Oh. This wasn't what was in my account last time.
Oh, that is because I added our mutual friend on Nefarious City.
Okay.
That collider will
So yeah,
change your
they
life.
need to do
I
some,
declare.
like they need to take some
You come back
social
really
engineering
soon.
classes or something like that if you're just adding people to an account like that.
I am too old for this.
Just because they're on Lombax doesn't mean we're related. I'm gonna get access to my account. So what's actually happening here is it's actually really nice is that you split the time between the game between Ratchet and between this character here and I'm blanking on the name right now. I'll of course I'll remember it after this. But you split time between the two characters, and things that you unlock on Ratchet also unlock on this one, and vice versa. So it's like you don't have to worry about, oh, okay, spend double to unlock powers for both characters. Basically, you unlock them once and they unlock for both. We are trying to find a snail to ride because we have to cross the acid water. Let's take care of these wasps. I was like, yeah, we're looking for a snail to ride so we can cross the acidic waters here to get to our hideout. That didn't sound very nice. Yeah, this is one of the guns that we will be trying to upgrade a bit, because it's like the first gun that you get, but it's a fairly good weapon. Just because again you generally have a ton of ammo, and you can do some pretty nice upgrades to it. So we'll be focused on upgrading this one along with some of the other ones. Oops, sorry, plant. I thought that was an enemy.
And the last speedle runs into that rift. Alright, smarty bot. What is this place?
A dimensional pocket? Perhaps a symptom of the Dimensionator's destruction.
How do you come up with this stuff? Hey, it's Maynard, the Mortz's helper bot. Must have wandered in through the rift somehow.
That's also what we have to do to save the Morts. And the Morts, these little furry people, and they all are called Mort.
Oh, dear.
Maybe Maynard can lead me to the Morts.
So the thing I love about the Ratchet and Clank series, I knew there was a way to go faster. What I like about the Ratchet and Clank series is that it's a good mix between platforming, action, and then you'll have little set pieces like this where you'll be either on a rail or in this case riding a snail through the environment. And it's a nice mix where it's like it never feels like any one of these segments goes on for too long. So anytime you're sitting there, it's like, oh, okay, like I've been fighting for a while. It breaks it up with a little action sequence or a platforming sequence or something like that, and it's good pacing for that.
Stopped by some fuzzballs. So you got like 9.5 seconds to tell us where they're at. 1.
Hang on there now.
See? They are looking for Ratchet. I am telling the truth.
Whatever, Bolts. I'm gonna save my friends. Hey, I know where you can find us, Lombax.
Another Lombax. Tell us where your friend is, Josephina.
Oops. Didn't know I was that close to the other stuff.
I don't know about you, bro. But keep it 2 dimensions. My head is freaking hard.
Is that all of them? I think that's all of them.
Mort! Good, you're
Yeah,
okay.
these are the Morts.
Us? Oh, when we heard those fellas were after a Lombax, we were worried about you. Well, next thing we know, you're here saving our behinds.
Wait, where are the others?
Well, some of the Morts are stuck inside of that mess there. Not a clue what it is. All I know is it keeps getting bigger. Oh, between that and our new neighbor up there, we're not doing too fine.
Don't
I
worry,
think that was
I'll
the
take care of it. Oh, and to keep you all busy
Lowest
while
dip
I'm
that we
gone,
saw so far. I think it was hit
got
like
this at
70,
Zerky's.
75
Mort can
frames or
finally
something
fix
like that.
ship she's
So
been working on.
Zerkies? Oh, those pirates didn't give you any trouble, did they?
Only a little.
but I guess that's only during a
You can give
cinematic.
this to Mort
So
yourself once you get her from that purple mess over there.
yeah, at least I haven't noticed much hitching or anything like that while I'm actually playing.
Over again with the
So at least during the action, it's it's smooth and haven't really noticed any issues with the game at all. Like so far, no problems whatsoever. And I guess if you've been paying attention to the news with Linux, they've enabled ray tracing in the Mesa drivers. So I did try that. So this game does support ray tracing for I think it's shadows, reflections, and ambient occlusion. And I turned all of that on, and it dropped the frame rate down to a smooth 18 frames per second. So I immediately turned all that stuff back off. And I again the I guess it was a rendering glitch or something like that. So the character's face looked
Got it.
pretty
May
messed up.
I take a look?
I'll probably do like
I
a
had
short
some
or something like
experience
that
with
that shows
dimensional anomalies.
turning ray tracing on and turning it right
Sure.
back off. So definitely not something that you want to turn on. I think you can probably get it playable if you're not playing. Again, this is 5120 by 1440, so if you're playing probably at 1080p, you can probably get the game to be pretty playable with ray
Where
tracing turned off.
exactly is,
And I'm not doing any upscaling here,
Oh,
So,
you don't know? Well,
I'd prefer not to do any
I don't
upscaling.
either. It appears to be a space between
But maybe I'll play
dimensions.
around with that and turn on ray tracing, turn on the upscaling, and see if I can't get like, maybe at least 60 frames per second. And if I can get 60 frames per second, maybe I'll play with it on.
Time will tell.
Oh dear. Well, I am Clank. Please allow me to help.
Right, yes, Clank. I am the all-seeing cosmic prophet of interdimensional sector 2255 phase Omega. But you can call me Gary. Here we are, Clank. Former warbot, teamed up with the Lombax. Became a hero. Ooh, good for you. Ooh, friend of my father. I see.
Your father?
You might just be the one I've been waiting for. Would you like to help me fix the dimensions?
You know how to fix the dimensions? And why are there copies of me running around?
They're your possibilities. The key to repairing this anomaly. But first, pick up that nearby sphere. This is a lift sphere. It can reduce the gravity on any object.
This is another
it touches.
example of kind of them breaking up the action.
Your possibilities are what
And I've
keeps
just
an
fallen
anomaly
off the
alive.
cliff here.
Because that's how you
But this is basically the gameplay where you
As you
are
can see, they've lost their way.
solving,
If you can guide
essentially,
them to the meta-terminal ahead,
fixing the rifts that are breaking up in the universe, and you close them by essentially solving these puzzles, which are you guide your dimensional possibilities, so those little translucent clanks,
now,
through
enter
these
the
gateways here, I
meta-terminal
guess these
and you'll
terminals,
be
as
one
they
step
say.
closer to fixing this
And you do that,
dimensional
3 or 4 times per rift, solving increasingly difficult puzzles, and you'll close them. And then with Ratchet, you have another companion called Glitch,
To make sense.
and you use Glitch
Dimensionally
to
speaking,
basically
A speed sphere.
disinfect,
That'll
or
get you moving.
so these computer terminals have been
I bet
infected
some
with a
extra
virus,
speed could make quick work
and you're
of
using
that
Glitch
barrier.
to clear out the computer so you can, hack it or whatever your particular goal is.
I've been studying
So
the
again, they're
archive.
both
It's the greatest repository.
good, changes the pace from just the standard action game. And none of the puzzles they're not especially difficult, so it's not like it's a slog or anything like that. Again,
should
because
lighten things
they're not very difficult. Some of them will make you kind of think, but once you kind of figure out what it wants you to do, you just basically apply that until you've solved the level here. I was worried I was about to fall off the edge here. Yeah, so in this case we ended up putting the speed power
device
and
may
then
be able to
the
redirect my
levitate power,
possibilities.
we're going to call it,
There must be a way
or
to
anti-gravity
activate it.
power, and combine those to get them the possibilities to jump over the edge. And here we're going to step on this, which is going to turn the direction. Yeah.
You seem to be
And
a
again,
natural at
the
this,
number of
am
spheres there on the
cautiously
terminal tells you how
optimistic.
many clanks or possibilities you need to get to the terminal in order to beat it, or to fix the terminal.
I feel myself learning something by completing these puzzles, but I cannot explain what it is.
The words will come to you when you are ready. Now, lead your possibilities to the final meta-terminal. And not to stress you out, but there's a lot riding on this.
If I fix this
Yeah,
anomaly,
okay, obviously I need to go
will
get that
fix
power.
all
I
the
thought I
damage
could
that
run
has been
through it,
done in
but
this dimension?
obviously that's
Anomalies
not the
are
right thing to
spreading
do.
too quickly to do that. I'm afraid a dimensional cataclysm is coming, and our only hope to stop it is with that which caused it.
The Dimensionator?
Indeed. But if repairing anomalies is helping you learn about dimensionality, I think you'll soon be able to learn enough to save us all. Hopefully.
I wonder if I will be able to solve all of this.
Yeah, so in this case I need to get that
What makes you
power.
say that?
And again, I
It's been
need
a
to
long
just
time since I've
run
been a
through the
hero.
speed up to
And
the
with
anti-gravity
everything that
here.
happened with the
Then I can grab
Dimensionator,
that extra power over there, which I think is also an
Times of great
anti-gravity.
stress, which seems to be every day of my life. I've always found it best to take things one step at a time. Focus on what's
And then we
in
can go
front of
back and step on the terminal there to turn the power. Yeah, so in this case we need one anti-gravity to keep this one up. We'll grab the second anti-gravity and the speed, so we'll do speed here, hit anti-gravity on the end. And that should give them enough time. Yeah, okay. So now we just need to stand on this platform here, which will turn the direction. And now they should be able to cross that gap. Yeah, they're good.
That's it, Clank! You repaired the anomaly! And now we're one step closer to stopping the dimensional cataclysm.
So then I says, listen, Mort, you, Mort, and Mort better hide that lemonade before Mort shows up.
I love the Morts.
You saved them! How did you do that?
I am uncertain.
Rivet! How the heck are you?
Rivet, that's her
Look
name.
who it
Rivet.
is! You would not believe my luck today. My trip to Nefarious City went totally sideways. I wrecked my ship, and I...
You go on and leave that one to old Mort. Well, assuming you brought that
I love how they
part
keep
asked
cutting
for,
Rivet
huh?
off. Like Rivet tries to go into like a
I'll have
deep
this
explanation
old
about
thing in
something, and they're like,
ship
no, let's just get to the point.
Just gotta lower the bridge, and then I'm taking you to my hideout.
What are we going to do
Oh, just
there?
lower the bridge,
You'll
huh?
find out soon enough.
Sales final, honey.
I do hate to see you go, sugar.
Next stop, hideout. Just have to lower the bridge somehow.
Grunthor. I need to take out the Grunthor, I guess, so I can get the bridge lowered.
Hi! You sure are one big Grunthor!
I hope you have enough ammo.
Yeah, me too. That did some damage.
Stubborn Grunthor, too!
Okay, that's what it is. So if you double tap Y, I think it is, you switch back to your previous weapon. So you don't have to go. I've been going to the weapon wheel, so it's good at least where you can kind of quickly swap back and forth between two different sets of weapons. So in my case, if I get more ammo for like the sprinkler, which on the surface, like you don't think the sprinkler would be pretty good, like it just turns enemies into basically shrubs. But it comes in handy when there's just a ton of enemies
No more
and you need to
hostiles
kind of
within
just
range.
section some of them off in order to kind of deal with a smaller subset.
Thanks for looking out. I'll find a way over.
In case you forgot our little sister, you'll have to step on those pressure locks first to reach it. Sorry, you can't lower the bridge from here. Speedos kept pulling the crank, so we had to move it.
So tell me, my cloud thingy can interact with that rift thingy.
Your rift tether, yes. Try aiming at the rift.
Also, one of the things I'm looking at is with the PS5, they've done a lot to get the loading times to essentially be non-existent in this game. And I'm curious if the PC will be able to keep up, and at least for most of the level, it seems to not have any problems. So this is a Gen 4 SSD, so it's not even Gen 5, but it's a pretty fast Gen 4. This is I'm playing on a Samsung 980 Pro, I think, Gen 4 SSD, yeah, NVMe SSD. So the load time should be pretty good. I think that's one of the drives that's compatible with PS5. Like if you didn't have the heatsink on it. Obviously, this one isn't going to. I think the PS5 has some dedicated hardware for pulling stuff off the disc and decompressing it directly to a format usable by the game. Obviously, the PC doesn't have that, so it has to basically tank it with the processor. And so far, I haven't run into many problems. There are a few parts of the game where it does seem like the camera doesn't move. Like you can't move, and I don't remember those pauses being there in the PS5, so I think that's actually a loading section where it's like in between segments. If the next segment hasn't completely loaded, like it just just keeps your character kind of where it is, like at the end of the cutscene or something like that. And if it happens again, I'll see if I can't point out the next time it happens. There have been like 1 or 2 occasions where that's kind of been the case. And again, there's no load screen or anything like that. There's no load indicator that I've seen. It's just kind of you can't move until it's like done whatever it's doing.
Wow. Thank you, Rivet. Just locking down your hideout when those troublemakers showed up. Don't you worry about your hideout. No, everything. Now, if you talk to whoever's flying that Seeker, please tell them to stop making such a fuss.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go talk to the guy flying the snake. We're gonna talk to him with our words. When that doesn't work, we're gonna use a wrench, or I guess our hammer in this case.
There has to be another way across. Love the Morts, what about it? They get way too excited about hooking stuff up to those pressure locks. Let's go! Almost home. And there's another front door in the way.
I do regret this.
So yeah, this is, again, just with so many enemies, this is where I do like having some of the, there's the fungi weapon, there's the sprinklers. All of those kind of come in handy. Especially with the fungi where you do some of the upgrades. I believe you get an upgrade where the fungi can taunt. So let's do the fungi real quick. Go ahead and get him taking out some of the smaller ones, and even attacking the Gunther, the Grunthor. In this case, yeah, you just kind of moved around, circling him. Obviously, I think, I was actually worried that there was going to be a like a tail swipe attack where he's got a stomp that does that AoE to kind of keep you from getting up close to him. What do we have? Just more fungi. The bombs the bombs are doing a good amount of damage. This would be one where it's like I could probably pull out the disruptor next as I have the ammo, but I think these bombs are actually doing pretty good. He's not very happy with those. Oh yeah. Not very happy.
And now for my final enemy, Morts' pressure locks.
Yeah, well these pressure locks, there's at least 3. I think we have to hit them in a row, so there's probably, what is it, a speedle? I called it a snail, but it's like a speedle. So the one thing about the Ratchet and Clank games is like always explore. There's see like this. There's always something hidden,
Our collection.
and hey there. Okay, so I think I took their golden bolt. Yeah, so I don't know if I pulled them with me or if they were back here waiting to ambush me when I got that golden bolt. So we should just be able to take this and ride over these pressure plates and unlock the thing. I think I missed it. The last one.
It appears that these locks
Yeah.
must be hit quickly.
Yep, morts are funny like that.
But yeah, you have to hit all 3 of those in quick succession. That'll unlock. I think there's a ramp here. Oh,
Time
no,
to
it's not a
find
ramp.
out the truth about you.
If only I
I
could
thought there was
talk
going to be
with
a ramp.
Ratchet.
It's not. So we have to go back and jump across and use our tether to get across.
Home sweet home.
Why are you so hesitant to trust me?
Look, robots aren't really my thing, especially when they're
We'll
tearing
come
my
back
galaxy apart.
for that rift in a
I
second.
am not. I was trying to help Ratchet find the other Lombaxes.
You'll see the truth soon enough. Once I scan you and the infobot I found in Nefarious City. That's a
And so
lot
with
of
these
explosives.
rifts,
Better be careful.
each one is a different challenge. In this case, we're going to get a piece of cosmetic. And I was looking because I got this game on the Steam sale, so it seems like more of the costumes are automatically unlocked for you by default. I don't know if that's the thing with the PC. Because I don't think I bought like any special edition. I think I just got the base version. So even if there is more than one version. So yeah, with all of these things, of course, the beeping clues you in that they explode shortly after you touch them. So we are going as fast as we can. So what did we end up getting here?
Done and done. Woo!
Okay, we got the boots for the robot disguise. But yeah, we are about to open up Rivet's base here. And then I believe after that we're fighting the boss for the level.
Safe for now.
This is extremely unnecessary.
Lombax. Okay. So, you were being honest.
As I have been saying repeatedly,
You're nefarious. He looks a lot like mine. Evil like him, too. And that Lombax. I know it might sound crazy, but
you think he is your dimensional counterpart.
or something. Look, whatever's going on here, we're gonna fix it.
We? I thought robots are not your thing.
Not all of them, just most. You know, like the Emperor, his stupid followers, pirates. Yeah, I see the irony too.
Oh, I apologize. I did not mean to,
You feel bad? Even though I just watched your brain diary thingy?
Blinking red lights are never good. Case in point.
Missing infobots located. Initiating retrieval.
Go here. No.
Yeah, time to fight the boss.
Hey, that's my annoying robot!
Deploying amphibious explosives to neutralize hostile furball.
Hang in there, folks! I'm coming!
Yeah, like I say, so it's doing a good job of breaking up the action sequences. So we just had an action sequence, we had a cinematic. Now we're kind of getting back into the game with a pod racing or a snail racing segment here. So we're dodging the explosives here, and yeah, we have to get on his back.
Gotta hit the flight stabilizer.
So that takes him to the ground, which I believe now we'll have our first part where we're actually fighting.
You must be so excited for annihilation.
Give me back my robot! Honestly, I am not impressed.
Yeah, this is a good weapon. It's just until you get it upgraded, it doesn't do that much damage.
Ah, backup power has almost restored the flight stabilizer. How delightful!
What? No! You're getting away from me!
Because even the thing is, like, it seems like I've got. It's been years since I've played this on the PS5, but it seems like I have more life now than I would have had when I first started on the PS5.
Time to change tactics. Deploying amphibious explosives.
Throw whatever you want!
I guess I've been saying it's been years, but I actually don't recall like when this actually came out. So I'm assuming it's been like 2 or 3 years, right, since the PS5? Because this was the launch game for the PS5. So it's been like 2 or 3 years since this first came out. And it's actually been on PC for quite a while too.
I can't get to the flight stabilizer until I jump on that thing's back.
I know, River, I know. Yeah, okay. I didn't think I was going to make it, didn't let me on, and I guess it was just trying to decide whether or not it was going to let me stay on or kick me off. I'm glad it let me stay on.
Your destruction is most definitely assured now.
Bring it!
Yeah, being the first boss, this shouldn't be terribly difficult. I say that as I just got hit. The main thing is he's got an arching slash attack. And then you see here he's got where he like basically drops a bunch of missiles that create just damaging areas. Then he's got the beam here, which is he fires straight at you. So nothing too out of the way. And we just leveled up our weapon here, so we've gone from 1 bullet to 3, which I greatly appreciate. So now we're actually doing a good amount of damage now with this weapon.
Deliciously painful.
Yeah, see, that's pretty easy. Some of the later bosses, like the mechanics, get much more involved. And then they throw the fact that it looks like there's ads and things like that that are also attacking you. And that's when you really do have to worry about like switching weapons to some of the other ones to kind of make sure that you're doing the appropriate amount of damage and kind of mitigating what else is going on.
Yeah, well, we've still got some unfinished business. Ooh, we should see if Mort fixed up the ship.
Yeah, like right now, I can't actually move. So this is what I'm talking about, where it's like, okay, yeah, I can move now. And I don't recall that being the case on the PS5, where I think what's happening is that the game is actually loading something in the background, and it's just keeping you there until it's fully done so that you can safely move on to the next part of the level.
Not as thrilling as what we're gonna find in this.
So that's really kind of the only thing that I've noticed so far in the game.
Rivet! Ship's ready and waiting for you!
Mort, you fixed it! Thank you. Ready to go?
Absolutely.
We should say something?
So you can't afford any weapons. We'll probably do some upgrades and things like that before we move on. I think... yeah, so we wanted to get the bolts there, but I think there's a gold bolt back here, if I remember correctly. I think there's a gold bolt back here. So we're just gonna run back here, see if we can't find it. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's been back here.
Yes, yes. Well done.
There's our gold bolt. I don't think there's anything, but since we're over here, let's go ahead and just take a look. Oh yeah, see, this is why you always explore in Ratchet and Clank. Because now we've got a raritanium, which is what you use to upgrade your weapons or to unlock new attributes for your weapons.
Those purple thingies in the sky. Have you ever seen anything like them before? Not since those fireworks and Mort's going away.
Alright, so this has been Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. We're going to call it a day. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.
What does it say?
Phantom, Moidoi, Captain Quantum, Klatchki. Me. Attention, Resistance. I'm posting the Emperor's hit list to our network. Come on, let's fix that communicator. We've got a dimension to save before the Emperor finds us too.